Shadow and tall tree, the big rand kept close to the jumble of rock that lay down by the water on the other side, and Relaf was continuing to follow Jack along it. If you could shut your ear to the slow sick down of the sea and boil of the return, if you could forget how done and invested where the fury conversed on either side, then there was a chance that you might put the best out of mind and dream for a while. The sun had swung over the vertical, and the afternoon heat was closing in on the island. Relaf passed a message forward to Jack, and when the next came to Forest, the whole party stupid and it. Setting Relaf was aware of the hurt for the first time that day. He pulled distastefully at his grey shirt and wondered whether he might undertake the adventure of wishing it, sitting under what seemed an unusually hot even for this island. Relaf planned his toilet. He would like to have a pair of scissors and cut this iron. He flung the mess back, cut these faulty hair right back to half an inch. He would like to have a pet, a proper wool with toothbrush would come in hand too. Then there were his nails. Relaf turned his head over and examined them. Sitting, Relaf was aware of the heat. For the first time that day, he put destination at his grey shirt and wondering without. He looked round furtively. Apparently, no one had heard the hunters sat staffing themselves with this smell, trying to convince themselves that the god cake out of banana and that other Olivia Gray jelly like fruit with the memory of his something clean serve as a standard. Relaf looked them over. They were there now with this direction dirty of boy who have fallen into mud or been brought down hard on a rainy day. Not one of them was an obvious subject for a shower, and yet here, much too long, tangled hair and tree knocked round a dead leaf or a twig. Face cleaned fairly well by the process of aging and shouting, but marked in the less easable angle with a kind of shadow, clothes worn away, stuff like his own with sweat, put on not for decorum or comfort, but out of customers. The skin of the boy scurvy, but with Brian, he discovered with a little fall of the heart that these were the conditions he took as normal now, and that he did not mind. He said and pushed away the stalk from which he had stripped the fruit. Already the hands were stealing away to do their business in the wood or down by the rock. He turned and looked out to sea. Here on the other side of the island, the view was eternally different. The film enchantment of Mirage, gold not enter the cold ocean water, and the horizon was heart-clipped blue. Olaf wandered down to the rock. Down here, almost on a level with the sea, you could follow with your eye the building pieces of the deep sea wave. They were miles wide, apparently not breaker or the pinked ridge of shallow water. They traveled the length of the island with an air of discretion. It and began set on other business. They were less uproar than a moment rest and fell of the whole ocean. Now the sea would suck down, making cascades and waterfall of returned water would sink past the rock and pleasure down the sound like shining gear, then pushing gutter and race with a roar, irresistible, swelling over pointed and outgroup clamping the little cliff, sending us at least an arm of surf up a gully 2 and a yard or so from him, and a finger of spray, wave after wave. Rilla followed the rest and fought until something of them remotion of the sea numbed his brain. Then gradually the almost infinite size of this water forced itself on his attention. This was the devil, the barrier on the other side of the island, swept at midway with marriage, defended by the shield of the Great Lagoon. On might dream of horizon, not here faced by the brow upstairs of the ocean, the mail of the vision. On was climbed down, on was helpless, on was condemned. On was Simon was speaking almost in his ear. Rilla found that he had rock, painful, gripped a put hand, found his boy arch, the musical of his neck staff, his mouth standard open. You will get back to where you come from. Simon nodded as he spoke. He was kneeling on knee, looking down from a high rock which he held with both hands. His other leg stretched down to Relaf level. Relaf was puzzled and searched Simon's face for a glow. It's so big. I mean, Simon nodded. All the same, you will get back all right. I think so. Anyway, some of the stream had gone from Relaf's body. He glanced at the sea and he smiled bitterly at Simon. Got a ship in your pocket? Simon grunted and shook his head. How do you know, Dan? When Simon was still silent, Relaf said, "Certainly you are Betty." Simon shook his head violently till the coarse black hair flew backward and forward across his face. "No, I am not. I just think you will get back all right." For a moment nothing more was said, and then they suddenly smiled at each other. Roger hailed from the covert. "Come and see." The ground was turned over near the big run, and there were dropping that steam jug bent down to them as tough they loved them. "Relaf, we need meat even if we are hunting the other thing. If you mean going the right way, we will hunt." They set off again. The hand punched a little by fire of the method best. "Well," Jack questioned ahead. "They want more slowly than Relaf had bargained for, yet in a way he glad to loiter, guarding his spear. Jack came up against some emergency of his craft. Jack came up against some emergency of his craft and found the process stupid.